Back in, got the back in, get it out. Nigga showed me the way on that front street. Fucked up way, showed me the way. I'm gone. Hey, we get it out, gone. Gang. We got the pack in, got the back end, get it in and get it all gone. You can pull up on that front street, tryna find me, I don't even got a phone. I'm in this bitch from the sun up to the sun down to the pack all gone. No, I ain't never going home. I'm in this bitch all night, steady right song. The J's won't leave me alone. Make one hook, the rest shit come off the dome. Nigga keep calling my phone, at my price, I don't even know what he on. Don't even know if he lost, don't even know how to talk, cause he ain't my dog. Stash that shit in the wild, tryna get so much shit, can't fit in the vault.
Really trap out the trenches. Remember I was chasing these bitches. Now I get money, and it's different. On this wall, we caught more switches. Up to my handling business. We hop out, all black, get busy. Showing out for the ground, on impressing. You ain't with you the biggest. In the trenches, feel like yeah, gon' keep him a smitty. Do the front line work and that glizzy. Lil' child never blanked on a mission. We been blocks, we don't do no miss. This shit out the land, on the pack touchdown, we lit. I'ma go break on the bitch. Soon I know little bitch, this it. They like on the dog, tryna get them a fix.
Nigga, it's child and all that, nigga. I don't wanna see him. Might get involved. All that about here. I don't play with us. We got the pack in, got the back end, get it in and get it all gone. You can pull up on that front street, tryna find me, I don't even got a phone. I'm in this bitch from the sun up to the sun down to the pack all gone. No, I ain't never going home. I'm in this bitch all night, steady right song. The J's won't leave me alone. Make one hook, the rest shit come off the dome. Nigga keep calling my phone, at my price, I don't even know what he on. Don't even know if he lost, don't even know how to talk, cause he ain't my dog. Stash that shit in the wall, tryna get so much shit, can't fit in the vault. Me and little girl like Kobe and Paul, throw him a oop off the glass, he gone. Fuck around, sit all night at your home. Behind the back, the channel, watch him fall. Watch the boy fall, can't get up. Back to the trap, little bitch, eat the dick up. Sit back, watching the couch, smoking reef. Told bro, get the dime, ain't slices a piece. You ain't in the trap, you don't know what I mean. Seen firsthand, the junkies be scheming. Give him a test, look up, he leaning. Watch the boy lock, on God, I seen it. The bro in the trap just work for the season. Me and the gang all year, we eatin'. Fake ass trappers, little nigga, we mean it. Make come back, just saying we stingy. Hey, make come back, just saying we stingy. We still got the biggest bag on the block. No, we ain't use no clock. Hey, we gon' sit in that bitch till it's hot. Gang. I'm the boss man, really, hey. I'm the payroll. Come on, let me go ad lib.
Grand Rising. Good morning. How you guys doing? Y'all, I really hate using this computer. I really wish we can do this off my phone. I gotta really ask for help, but I don't want to go live, showing my face and stuff yet. I gotta wait. I got some stuff going on. Let me go here. Because I can't, like, on her show 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On my laptop, it show 5 of y'all. And I just heard a beat. Was somebody trying to come up here? But on my laptop, it show 5 of y'all. And I don't want to do it like this. Salute to everybody coming in. This is content. We're on content. And we're not on the BS today, right now. So, grab your coffee, get you something to snack on. We're talking about the Nazaria case, the Nazaria Harris case. So we're going to be watching little clips or videos. So y'all, I'm telling y'all right now, it's a long story, long testimonies. I know like some testimonies was like an hour and 30 minutes. Some was like 45 minutes. But what I'm trying to do is get like the footage from like the first 911 call, all this. It's a lot going on with this story. So salute to everybody coming in. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all memberships because I am going to start. Who is this? I ain't never seen it. What? Let me see something. Okay. I don't know whoever trying to say some thick booty. I like right now, it's not the time. We're on content. Don't come over. Matter of fact, whoever come up, I'm gonna have to make sure it's them. And what I need to do, I need to give me a new banner. Hello, 713. You better be lucky you done popped up on my content live, and not the live I just did. But hi, 713. RIP to her. Yes. I need to give me a new intro, just for my content live. I don't want people that's really looking at the case and really trying to dive and dig in and like really actually look at some commentary to come in, with me shaking my butt and stuff out on live. We gotta get another intro and some more banners for my content lives. We're gonna still keep the bricks and everything, but hey, good morning, Melissa. So we're gonna still keep the bricks and everything, as my logo, but we're gonna make this kind of professional. Make it kind of professional. It ain't gonna be all the way professional because your girl is, we ghetto, So y'all can say some stuff in the chat. I'm gonna try my best, y'all, to keep. I got my little pad, my little notepad. So my pen, my little drink. Yeah. So I'm trying to keep like right questions down if I see them in the chat that maybe y'all want to answer, we can talk about and some stuff at the end of some of it. Like I gotta keep, cutting it off. We can talk about it. Y'all can come up here and we can, like have dialogue on it and then drop down and stuff like that. Because most of it are clips and we can talk about, get opinions. Please be respectful. Don't be disrespectful. Please try to like just have just be open and have some type of compassion. You know what I'm saying? Don't be real negative about it. About the little girl, because I got some bad things to say about the parents and stuff. That dude, OMG, glad you're covering this, was just watching it. Yes, it's bad. It's horrible. He's disgusting. So we're gonna get to that. Let me shout out. I can't. Let me see if I can go back up. See, on your phone, you can go up. Okay. Shout out to Kendra for the membership. Thank you for becoming a member. Y'all get y'all memberships. I'm gonna get the link to the iPhone memberships in just a minute. If you want to support the channel, I got Cash App, Super Sticker, Super Chats, and also more than anything, more important than any of that, please y'all hit the like button. Share the live and subscribe, but please hit that like button. We got 27 people in here. Before we get started, can I at least get my 27 likes before we get started? Getting the videos up and running. Can I please get all you guys to like the video? Yvette, on top of that, Yvette, if you can, shout out to Jay Stevens for gifting those 5 memberships. Salute to you, Jay Stevens. Matter of fact, been a supporter since day one. So shout out to you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Shout out to Yvette. Y'all, and I'm not gonna lie, I said it on my last live. I am gonna do a wrench sweep. I most definitely am. So if you come in here and you don't have a wrench, some of you guys are most definitely gonna get y'all wrenches back. But since I'm trying to do away with the bull crap on the on this channel and like be on basically content, my moderators got to change. We're gonna drop all the trolls now. People might come in here and they might say something, but they're not trolling. So we're not tolerating no disrespect to nobody. Nobody. We just gonna keep this straight on the topic, straight on the topic. But shout out to everybody. So salute to Yvette. Y'all, if y'all don't know, the God's Child Blessings, that is Yvette C. Been here day one since A1. She was over there with me with the Punch Gang family with Cam Talk Too Much. So shout out to her. Shout out to Dior. Shout out to Leticia. Shout out to Jay Stevens. Shout out to Petty ASF. Shout out to 713. 713 is a real one. I always been my dog. He ain't never lied on me or anything like that. So I salute to 713. Shout out to Kivia. Kivia say, OMG, glad you're covering this. Was just watching it. this story is it's actually a year old, y'all. But I guess it didn't hit like major until now. So now it's like on, like it's everywhere, and you got celebrities coming out. Everybody's talking about it, and it needs to be talked about. It really does. So, hey, Montree, salute to you. Good morning. Bless Holly. God's child, good morning. Hey, mom. Y'all, if y'all don't know it, I call Bless Holly my mom. That is actually, I don't care what nobody say. It's like, you know how God sends certain people in your life. This is definitely one of them. I love her to the core. Salute to you, Bless Holly. Thank you so much. I love you. Who else is this? Hi, salute to Miss Diana. If y'all got y'all a membership, y'all please, please, please tell Jay Stevens thank you. I'm enough. Salute OGP. Salute to everybody that's coming in. Good morning, Snack. Hey, baby. Good morning. Yeah, I'm good. I done calmed all the way down. I'm good now. I'm good now. Yes, I am good. We're on content now. We're actually chilling now. We're actually chilling. So now let me go over here. I gotta go to my YouTube. Okay. What I'm trying to find is the first Jay Stevens, like 12 months. Salute to you, Jay Stevens. If y'all can hear me, I'm hoping y'all can hear me. I can't put it on the screen because I'm actually trying to pull up this stuff. So make sure y'all please hit the like button. Yvette C, I wanted you to do me a favor while we're live, because I can't get it and I don't have it nowhere in my phone so I can pull it up. Could you please do me a favor and continue like when you drop it every now and then, try to drop the fair use copyright section 107. I think that's what it is, for fair use only, because this is the reaction video. So I want to make sure we keep that in rotation so I can pin it on the screen. If you don't mind, please and thank you. Okay, now let me go to StreamYard again here.
In just a few.
Okay, we're about to pull it up. Y'all, please. How many likes do we got? How many likes do we got, Yvette? How many likes do we got? Just so y'all know that this is a reaction video. We're covering the Nazaria Harris case. This also it's definitely a hard. It's hard to watch, but we need to get it out there. We need for everybody to be talking about this, because we got 27. That's cool. We got 20. If we got 27 likes, that's cool. We got 27 people in here. So I want everybody. let y'all know that this is a copyright disclaimer under the Fair Use Act of 107, Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, education, and research. So, we have to stop the live, continue on talk about it. Y'all can ask questions. I'm finna press play and we're finna get the show started. If y'all do want to come up, once we talk, stop and pause. Y'all have some questions we can talk about. Y'all are welcome to come up. Please do not be on a weird crap, try to pun bomb, do anything like that. We're sticking to content right now, but I'm finna press play. We're finna get the ball rolling. Please continue to hit the like button. Please share, subscribe if you want to support the channel. Like buttons are most important, but I do have my Cash App scrolling across the screen. You can also super chat or super sticker. Let's go.
Moments, the Wayne County prosecutor is expected to hold the press conference on the Neziah Harris case. You may remember she's the 13-year-old who was last seen back in January getting off a school bus on Detroit's east side. Investigators have searched countless areas in the city and across Metro Detroit, including part of Pittsfield Township and a pond in Clinton Township, with no success. That press conference just getting started. Let's go ahead and listen in now live.
I have spent decades of my career looking at pictures of murdered people. When I was trying homicide cases for 6 straight years as an assistant prosecutor, I was spent hours thinking about the victim whose case I was getting ready to try, wondering how they spent their last weeks, their last days, their last hours, and their last minutes of their lives. What were they thinking about? Did they know that the end was near? And if it was someone they knew, what must they have been thinking as they were shot, stabbed, or whatever mechanism of death was used and confronted them with by the person they knew or loved? I can't imagine the thoughts that goes through their minds. But it's always 1,000 times worse when the person is a child or a baby, someone in the dawn of their lives who haven't begun to live their lives. The picture behind me is of Zaniyah, and that will always be haunting because it was taken just a short time before the evidence shows that she was never seen or heard from again. It was taken by Neziah herself, a selfie. That's the last known picture that we know about of her. It was pointed out to me by one of the detectives on this case and by one of the prosecutors. She is smiling and waving and saying hello. But little did she know that she was really saying goodbye. We will provide to you later a very skeleton timeline of the time right before her death, before and after. Of course, the detail will be provided in court. The evidence shows overwhelmingly in this case that she is in fact deceased. The last time she was seen alive was January the 9th of this year, 2024. Almost 9 months ago. Her missing status was reported to the Detroit Public School Police Department by her grandmother on that very day when she never returned home from school. And again, that was January the 9th, 2024. In early February of 2024, the case was turned over to the Detroit Police Department. Frankly, that should have happened right away. But they began investigating immediately. The evidence will further show that through text messages that we know and that we have, Zaniyah and this defendant were going to meet after school on January the 9th. We know that she did indeed meet up with the defendant that they were charging in this case. We also know that several people close to Mr. Butts, who we were charging later, saw them together in several different locations, people that he knew well. We have evidence that at 9:30 p.m. on that day, that Mr. Butts checked into a motel and that Zaniyah was never seen or heard from again. Not from her family, not from her schoolmates, not from her friends, not from social media where she was extremely active with her friends, not from teachers, no one. We know that she had no medical condition.
Seen back in January. In just a few.
I apologize. Let's do this again. Now, y'all let me know, because for some reason it don't act right unless the charger is plugged up in it. So, copyright disclaimer for you, Stack. Let me try this again. Y'all let me know. Just let me know what is it doing now, because maybe it'll work.
Few moments, the Wayne County prosecutor is expected to hold a press conference on the Naziah Harris case. You may remember she's the 13-year-old.
How we doing? How we doing?
Back in January, getting off a school bus on Detroit's east side. Investigators have searched countless areas in the city and across Metro Detroit, including part of Pittsfield Township and a pond in Clinton Township, with no success. That press conference just getting started. Let's go ahead and listen in now live.
I have spent decades of my career looking at pictures of murdered people. When I was trying homicide cases for 6 straight years as an assistant prosecutor, I would spend hours thinking about the victim whose case I was getting ready to try, wondering how they spent their last weeks, their last days, their last hours, and their last minutes of their lives. What were they thinking about? Did they know that the end was near? And if it was someone they knew, what must they have been thinking as they were shot, stabbed, or whatever mechanism of death was used and confronted them with by the person they knew or loved? I can't imagine the thought that goes through their minds. But it's always 1,000 times worse when the person is a child or a baby, someone in the dawn of their lives who haven't begun to live their lives. The picture behind me is of Zaniyah, and that will always be haunting because it was taken just a short time before the evidence shows that she was never seen or heard from again. It was taken by Naziah herself, a selfie. That's the last known picture that we know about of her. It was pointed out to me by one of the detectives on this case and by one of the prosecutors. She is smiling and waving and saying hello. But little did she know that she was really saying goodbye. We will provide to you later a very skeleton timeline of the time right before her death, before and after. Of course, the detail would be provided in court. The evidence shows overwhelmingly in this case that she is in fact deceased. The last time she was seen alive was January the 9th of this year, 2024, almost 9 months ago. Her missing status was reported to the Detroit Public School Police Department by her grandmother on that very day, when she never returned home from school. And again, that was January the 9th, 2024. In early February of 2024, the case was turned over to the Detroit Police Department. Frankly, that should have happened right away, but they began investigating immediately. The evidence will further show that through text messages that we know and that we have, Zaniyah and this defendant were going to meet after school on January the 9th. We know that she did indeed meet up with the defendant that we're charging in this case. We also know that several people close to Mr. Butts, who we were charging later, saw them together in several different locations, people that he knew well. We have evidence that at 9:30 p.m. on that day, that Mr. Butts checked into a motel and the Zaniyah was never seen or heard from again. Not from her family, not from her schoolmates, not from her friends, not from social media where she was extremely active with her friends, not from teachers, no one. We know that she had no medical conditions that would cause a life-threatening medical emergency to her. And he, again, was the last person that saw her alive. She would have turned 14 years old just 10 days ago on September the 16th of 2024. And again, no one has seen or heard from her. You look at that face, and you do not see the horrors that she had gone through in her short life. The exploitation, the molestations, the sexual abuse, and the pregnancy that she was concealing. The evidence will show that from one of her text messages to and with Jarvis Butts. And we also know, the evidence will show, that there's no evidence of anyone else being the father of that child, other than the defendant himself, who we charge today. And he knew she was pregnant. We know that he was also searching for ways to abort the baby. We know that sexually explicit photos were requested by him of her and that she contacted her. All the hands we let the man
I wanna be a weekend lover. Yeah, I'ma be the best damn lover you got. I wanna mess up your covers. I don't wanna meet your mother. Never ever ask me how I've been. Remember why you have my number. I'm the best thing that.
The man are charging with her death and also her long-term sexual abuse. A process that
Okay. So it's sad. And now we're looking at this. We see all the evidence that they have on him. We see they got text messages. We see that she was pregnant. And then when you further listen on to the story, y'all gonna find out that she was probably would have been pregnant more than once because he bought multiple Plan B pills. It's a lot. It's most definitely a lot. Y'all continue to hit that like button. This is a reaction view. This is a reaction video. Fair use act. Fair use act. Y'all continue to hit that like button. Share the live, please. Hit the like button. Thank you so much, y'all. Excuse me. Ooh.
was put together. Excellent. Video of 111 gigabytes. Witnesses and witness statements, body-worn camera, and let me not forget, it was Tina and Matt's memo, but the work of the Detroit Police Department. Anyway, we reviewed 111 gigabytes of video, witnesses and witness statements, body-worn camera footage, surveillance video, police reports, documents, 19 gigabytes, medical records, search warrant returns, phone extractions, which came to 506 gigabytes. Today, we are charging Jarvis Butts with one count of first-degree premeditated murder, one count of criminal sexual conduct in the second degree, and one count of child sexually abusive material. Today, we are also charging Mr. Butts with more counts of criminal sexual conduct on two more girls, yes, girls, on two other separate cases. The girls in question now are 20 and 11 respectively today, but both were under the age of 13 years old at the time the offenses occurred that we're charging. We are charging that one victim who is now 20 years old, that from April of 2012 to April of 2014, it's alleged that defendant Butts sexually assaulted the victim at a residence in Detroit. Further facts and evidence on that matter will be placed on the record at the preliminary examination. In that case, we charge Mr. Butts with criminal sexual conduct, one count in the first degree, person under 13, defendant 17 or older. In that case, we are also charging Mr. Butts with 3 counts of criminal sexual conduct in the second degree, person under 13, defendant 17 years or older. In the second criminal sexual conduct case, well, I guess the third that we're charging today, we are alleging that the victim, who is now 13 years old.
Okay, so we heard that. So now y'all know that Nevaeh is one, but he has multiple cases that he's charged just after this. We're not going to get into the fact that he was a sex offender prior to this and wasn't registering. And the aunt that Nevaeh's aunt that he was sleeping with knowed about it. She knew about it, and she also had an interview. And when she had the interview, she said, if society gave him a second chance, who are we not to? So yes, and she was very snappy on it. So we know that, you know, this is something that he do. He get with women, and of course he have intercourse with them and be with them, but that is not who he wants. He wants their daughters. You know what I'm saying? So fair use act under section 107. Yeah, hit that like button. Like, share, subscribe, support the channel. Please like the channel, support it, Cash App, Super Chat, Super Sticker, anything. Talk to me. If it you love, don't ever. Okay. Yep, I think he he did 10 years, got out. He wasn't registering. The last time he registered was in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. That was the last time he registered. Let me start it back.
That from July 2015 through July 2017, we're alleging that he sexually assaulted the victim at a residence in Detroit, and again, further facts and evidence will be developed at the preliminary examination. Defendant Butts have been charged with, in that case, 1 count of criminal sexual conduct in the 2nd degree. Child under the age of 13, Mr. Butts over the age of 17. Based on all the evidence that I've laid out now and much more that will be shown later in court, based on all these cases we will present in court, Mr. Butts targeted and befriended women who had to have sexual relationships with their young daughters. He would have relationships with their mothers, but his true desire was to have sex with their young daughters. That's what the evidence will show. He was a classic and expert groomer and pedophile. It's incredibly sad, incredibly unspeakable, and we want to bring justice to her and her family. I have to take this moment to say something to you. And this is not directed at all at Naziah's family, who by all accounts had many in her family that truly loved her. This is directed to everyone else listening to me now. We must be very careful who we let into our hearts and our homes and our lives, especially if you have children. We must be very careful who we have around our children and elders respectively. We must also be very careful who we leave our children with, even if they are in a relationship partners, family, and friend. I'll say that again. Even if they are relationship partners, families, or friends. Life can be hard enough at times, but when it comes to our children, we must be deliberative, we must be diligent, and laser focused on their safety. And sometimes we must make decisions about them and their lives that we may not like and that they may not like, but it's for the betterment of them and their safety and their future. When something doesn't feel right, even if it's just that voice in your head, it usually isn't right. And sometimes when we are attentive and we do everything right by our children, things can still happen and still go very wrong despite our best efforts. This can happen to good watchers of children. But we must always ask ourselves at the end of each and every day, was I right by each member of my household in terms of their safety? Did I do right by my children? Now, of course, Mr. Butts is presumed innocent unless and until he's found guilty on each and every crime and count that we have charged today. We have been told this morning that the arraignment will be tomorrow, we think at 10:30 a.m. in the morning, but we don't have confirmation of that yet. But the arraignment, we are told, will happen tomorrow morning. Thank you very much. Chief? I'll switch boxes with you.
Shopify's point of sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. Need a fast and secure way to take payments?
You guys, please continue to like on that like button, please. Smash the like button, punch on the like button, beat the like button down. Do you understand me? It's a phrase that copyright used for entertainment purposes only. Please like. Thank you, Miss Yvette. Yvette is down there getting it, catching up, 9 minutes behind. Won't take me long. Salute, no problem. I think it kind of messed up Kivia at the beginning, so you probably don't have to. This, like, it kind of messed up at the beginning, so we had to run it back. Salute everybody that's coming in. Salute. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for coming in. I'll be cool with my little 45 people, 50 people be over here listening to like my little story times and my content. We're on content. I was on bullcrap earlier, but we're on content now, baby. Salute everybody.
It's alleged that defendant Buck sexually assaulted the victim at a residence in Detroit. Further facts and evidence on that matter will be placed on the record at the that we're charging today. We are alleging that the victim, who is now 13 years old, that from July, be very careful. And we want to bring justice to her and her family. I have to take this moment to say something to you. And this is not directed at all to our children with. Even if they are in a relationship partners, family, and friend. I'll say that again. Even if they are relationship partners, families, or friends. Life can be hard enough at times. But when it comes to our children, we must be deliberative, we must be diligent, and laser focused on their safety. And sometimes we must make decisions about them and their lives that we may not like and that they may not like, but it's for the betterment of them and their safety and their future. When something doesn't feel right, even if it's just that voice in your head, it usually isn't right. And sometimes when we are attentive and we do everything right by our children, things can still happen and still go very wrong despite our best efforts. This can happen to good watchers of children. But we must always ask ourselves at the end of each and every day, was I right by each member of my household in terms of their safety? Did I do right by my children? Now, of course, Mr. Butts is presumed innocent unless and until he's found guilty on each and every crime and count that we have charged today. We have been told this morning that the arraignment will be tomorrow, we think at 10:30 a.m. in the morning, but we don't have confirmation of that yet. But the arraignment, we are told, will happen tomorrow morning. Thank you very much. Chief.
Most definitely, 713. Everybody failed her. Everybody that was around her failed her.
Good morning. This is one of the most difficult cases that I have been a part of, and I'm just so very thankful to the detectives and the investigators in homicide. The tragedies that happened to this little girl touches each and every one of us, and unfortunately, she lost her life at the hands of someone who should have been concerned about her safety. I just want to take a couple moments and thank Madam Prosecutor and her team for the amazing work, the commitment, the hours that they put into this work. I want to thank our major crimes, missing persons, homicide, specifically Sergeant Jones and Lieutenant Amber Roberson. When I tell you the days and hours and the tenacity that they put into this work, it's not often that I'm
do you understand me?
Not surprised by our officers, but when
I'm
I
mad
saw
at the
the
little girl
working
too.
hours and the time that they put in there, I was absolutely in awe at my weekly briefings and the time that they put into this case. It is not an 8-hour-a-day job. It is it ends when they have to get a couple hours of sleep. And I will tell you, with all the other things going on, this case was always top of mind. Certainly want to thank DPS for their assistance in transferring over some of the information that we were able to get from them with this case. There were a number of people, our community in particular, even our Border Police Commissioner, Tamara Liberty Smith, who was out knocking on doors and passing out flyers, all with the desire.
Y'all, please hit the like button. Please,
this little girl home to
please
her
hit the like button.
Quickly, as the investigation unfolded, the officers realized that was going to be very difficult. Without going into great detail, I will tell you, as the prosecutors indicated, hours and hours and many gigabytes of information and phone records and knocking on doors and pulling video.
Look, I had to go. Kivia say, KK, are you going to play the video with the text messages? Kivia, we starting from the beginning, baby. We finna be on this. See, so this story time gonna take a longer time. You know how I usually do a day? No, we up. We're gonna do a couple of hours today. I'm gonna give me some sleep. I'm gonna wake up. We're gonna do a couple of hours tonight. I ain't gonna lie, I might go somewhere tomorrow. We're gonna do a couple of hours like we doing everything. Text messages. We listening to all of their testimonies. The girlfriends, and dude had a type. He wasn't a bad looking guy at that, but he had a type, big, black, and ugly. He had a type. Every woman that was on the stand that testified against him, fiance, girlfriend, auntie, all them big, black, ugly. Most definitely had a type. Yes. So we going through the text messages. We finna see refrigerators getting locked. We doing all of it. We finna break it down like a pan. Hit that like button. So for use act for educational purposes only. We finna do everything. I just wanted to start from the beginning so everybody will know that, who haven't been looking at the story, who haven't been, following it or don't know what's going on, they got right here. So we at the beginning. They let them know what they got, what he's under investigation for. Then we're going to deep dive in. We're going to her Instagram. We're going to watch videos where she was on Instagram, her brother on Instagram acting a fool. We're finna do it all. Get the likes up, support the channel, hit the like button, share the live. Let's go. We're back. Let me press play. This one here is 23 minutes long. We halfway up in that.
Went into this investigation, and sadly, we find ourselves where we are now. But if there's any solace in any of this, is that we take a lesson from this. We make strong and good decisions for our children, keep them out of harm's way. We are not pointing out anything that someone did wrong. We just want to make sure people do a lot more things right. And again, Madam Prosecutor, thank you and your team for the work.
All right, the Chief and I will take a few questions, if you have any.
I have one. How did Jarvis Butts have access to Messiah?
Hold on. Before you pay for yet another app to manage your team, let me introduce you to Connect Team, the one platform that replaces all of these. I'm talking about live scheduling, time tracking, and digital forms that help you stay in control. Use instant team updates and personal.
He knew some of their family members, some of her family members.
Can you talk about the time frame when you mentioned grooming? Are you able to elaborate at all over how long of a period of time he may have quote unquote groomed or knew her? Or
all I can and will say at this point that it started in 2022.
So just for accuracy, this little girl's remains have never been found?
No.
Is there a thought?
Her body has never been found.
Any thought of where she maybe?
Well, if we knew that, we would certainly have a case that we weren't trying. We were trying without a body.
Well, yes, can you say what triggered charges now?
Again, there's an incredible amount of material. And one of the reasons why lately I've been giving out amounts of material that we've been going through, because I think people sometimes just do not get it or understand about all the work that it takes by the investigators and by the prosecutors to put a case like this together. Whenever you have a case like this, where there has been no body found, it makes it more difficult and much more investigation must be done because we have to be able to prove that the person is deceased.
Are you able to say how long this suspect was on your radar or when you really started locking in on him?
No, by law, I can't really comment on that because that would leave me in a place where I can't talk about it right now.
Could things have maybe moved forward a little faster if the school police had got with Detroit police right away?
Yes.
Can you talk a little more about?
No, I better not. I have strong opinions there.
You added to that the evidence, however, suggests that Messiah Harris is dead, correct?
We are going to be able to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that she's dead, as we must do by law.
You can't say why.
Because no one's seen her, no friends, no family, no teachers, no medical conditions. Even on her birthday, 10 days ago, she contacted no one. This was a child that never.
Good morning. No, they didn't find her body. So, what I do know is, and this on the research that I did, some stuff that I don't watch, they didn't find her body. But what the house that they was in, the landlord was about to rent out the house. When he rent out the house, and he was about to rent out the house, and they was going in to like clean up so they can get everything ready to rent it out. They found like a head, they found like a foot and stuff like that. But what they haven't confirmed was that it was her body. Salute, Asia, salute. They haven't confirmed that that was her body, so they still waiting on it. But they did find her badge with blood on it. They also found her sweat jacket with holes in it, and it didn't come from like an animal or anything like that. And the girlfriend said that they found her glasses that y'all see on my picture on the thumbnail. Those glasses were in her car. He snatched them from him, saying that was his kids. Yeah. So y'all continue to hit the like button, share the live. If you can cash out me, super chat me if y'all want to support the channel, but please make sure y'all hit the like button so my views can go up and I can get in the algorithm on the other side, not our side of YouTube, but the other side of YouTube. Once I go back in and put my hashtag in, and this is for fair use only, copyright. Event, throw that copyright disclaimer down there. Fair use that for educational purpose only. There we go, right there. Salute to everybody that's coming in.
Miss School, but the school hasn't seen or heard from at all again. This is a young girl who was very active on social media, and crickets, nothing, since January the 9th of 2024.
Anything from the defendant?
And we have other things too that will come out in court.
Any cooperation at all or utterances, statements from the defendant?
I can't get into that.
Without being able to speak in detail, I'm sure, do you have any evidence to indicate manner and location of death or where this might have occurred?
No, because we can't do that unless we have a body.
Mr. Butts is currently facing charges being prosecuted by your office. Can you talk additional charges before these? Can you talk about those at all?
He is, and we next appear in court on Monday, January 30th.
Have there been any other arrests made in this case?
I don't think so.
We just saw an unfounded rumor that there were family members arrested. Didn't know if you could squash that or confirm that.
It's an unfounded rumor. It's not true.
Thank you.
Do you have an idea of how long Isaiah may have been being molested?
Again, the sexual abuse began based on the evidence that we have in 2022. Or at least the grooming began in 2022.
Are you able to say how far along she was on her pregnancy?
We don't know because we don't have a body.
I have a question for Chief White just about missing children sort of broadly. When these types of cases happen, obviously we get the reports all the time of missing children. Can you talk about what you think didn't work in this case? In terms of like maybe the seriousness that was considered when she first went missing, in terms of the PTSD, CD versus when it got.
Did you know that Amazon has a $50 million fund that they have to pay out every month? And here's how you can get a cut of
you guys.
I would much rather have had the case earlier. I don't know if the outcome would have been any different based on some of the things we've learned in the course of the investigation, but we may have had an opportunity to recover even more evidence. But we're pretty confident that the evidence that we have is strong. We know it is, in fact. But you can never have enough evidence. So if there's anything that could have gone a little bit better with regards to the first time that we were brought in, I would have wanted to be brought in much earlier for that reason.
Just some background on Jarvis Butts. What's his age and is he from Detroit?
He's 41 years old, from Highland Park, I believe.
Yeah.
And Chief, as soon as you guys got word of this, you guys were out immediately, right? I think you were even out searching. You guys set up a command post.
Yeah, that's correct. I mean, we took over the case after we were briefed. We took charge of the case, and our teams got engaged in it immediately and hit the ground running, and didn't look back.
Can you talk about, Chief White or maybe Mr. Jones, the Maziah's case and connection to the other missing young people, girls, children, like what your workload looks like, how you balance those cases and are able to, the numbers of youth that are missing right now?
Yeah, well, we make that public. We put it on our social media pages. There's a number of misinformation, misconceptions about missings. Oftentimes what we have is kids that run away for a day or two. They have a way of investigating these cases. They know the ones that routine runaways, if you will. They still look, they still go out, but there's ways to do it. Going to the school, social media with kids, it's a big benefit to us for our investigations. And they also know when they become serious missings. All missings are serious, but internally there's a title that it has been elevated to a serious missing, and that involves a lot more work and connection with the family. Each time we get a call, we go out to the home. Regardless of whether or not it's a person who has run away or a routine runaway or serious missing. We check the home. We have found kids in the home hiding. So it's really complex and would take its own news conference to explain it. I will tell you this, they do a very good job. We've got thousands of kids this year that have been returned home. Many of which were runaways, so we don't have a condition where kids are being picked up on the street and kidnapped. We did have an incident a couple of years ago where that happened, and the prosecutor charged that person. In fact, they were just recently convicted. So it's a lot that goes into it. We'd be more than happy to sit down and explain our process with you if you want to do something on an aside.
Chief, assuming then, inferring that investigators knew early on this was not a runaway case, or just if you can share some details of the fact that I'm assuming you knew pretty quickly this was not what she did as far as running, and there was some foul play involved. And if you can address the complexities that the prosecutor alluded to of not having a body and how you build a case around that.
Well, the prosecutor builds cases. We bring evidence to the prosecutor. We bring our investigation, and she makes the charging decision. So I don't want to get into that lane.
Okay, Kivia say, wait, he was 42, thought he was younger. He just looked younger. He was 42 years old. He started grooming her when she was at 11. She was 11 years old when he started, grooming her. So he been sexually assaulting her since she was 11. And he was talking to the big, ugly black Annie that is horrible looking. And he had 5 kids by her. We're going to also get into that too, Kivia, where the grandma say, because the grandma gave a good old testimony, like, when we get up in the morning, I get them up around 6 o'clock, they brush their teeth and get dressed. I'm around 7:30, we're praying, and then we're loading up in the car and we take them to school. No, one of the big black ugly Annies loaded up a video where it's chains on the refrigerator. So they can't go in the refrigerator when they want to. There's chains on the refrigerator. The grandma talking, why the fuck you got on that jacket? Why the fuck you don't got no motherfucker, like talking to him like a fool. And after all that, they're going to say their prayer and then walk out the door. She started cussing after that too. We're getting all into it. The brother is spazzing out. Do you understand me on Instagram? The brother is spazzing out. That's all I've been doing, y'all. I've been on this case. I've been digging. I've been all on a girl Instagram. I've been all on a girl TikTok. Yes. And those messages were cringing. Very cringing. I thought and it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. Y'all, don't forget to share the live. Hit the like button. And I think after this live, when I go live again, we're going to stream on all platforms. I figured out how to do it. We're streaming on Facebook. We're going to stream on my Instagram. And we're going to also stream on YouTube. Y'all hit the like button, share the live. Fair use that copyright disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. Please share the live, y'all. Please share the live. Hit the like button. My Cash App strolling across the stream as well. Yvette C is dropping the Cash App in the chat. I hope I ain't working you too hard, Yvette. Kivia, if you want to do it, y'all drop my brother link in the chat too. We need to get him to 1,000. Salute everybody that's coming in. Salute. If you want to ask me some questions and I'm not answering them, I'm trying to get the questions, write them down so we can talk about it. If you do want to come up here, even while the live is playing, you can still come up here and we can pause it and, have dialogue. Salute to everybody that's coming in. My mama watching. Don't comment because I don't want them to get your real name. I got to change your name on your YouTube.
Because it's not mine. I'll tell you, as I said earlier, earlier, and the prosecutors alluded to a lot, and there's a lot in the press release as to what goes into it. These folks looking at hours and hours of video evidence, and as the prosecutor indicated earlier, I don't think people recognize in this new age of modern technology what that has done to investigative process. The days of old school investigations, some of that stuff still is valid and important. You got to get out on the street, knock on doors, and talk to people. But what the digital world has brought us is new opportunities to find additional information and the cadence in which people communicate, right? Every one of us have these things in our pocket called cell phones that we use for everything. And if people go dark, and they've never been dark, and particularly kids, they show their food, they show their school, they take selfies, and when that stops, that elevates your concern as to why did it stop. So it's a very complex process. These are the experts. I'm just the chief. But, again, we can sit down and talk to you about it in great detail, but a lot goes into it. And when you're talking about 111 gigabytes of information and text messages and dumping phones and literally going through methodically each one of the pages and the text messages and the communication as to when they stopped and the last word said that should have prompted a response. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. I can't get into that. All those things elevate your curiosity and brings you into other areas. So it takes a lot more time, but when you get it all right and you pull all the things together, you become as confident as we are now with this case. And we're very, very, very happy that this predator, this child predator, will not be able to hurt any more children and frankly, any more women, because we know that the women were a pathway to the children. That's that period. And I'm going to stop there before I get in trouble with prosecutor. All right.
506 gigabytes just from the cell phones.
Are there any other people that are close to her family that may be charged or not?
Hold on. Don't go anywhere. I'm Lisa Nichols, and I'm here to tell you.
This investigation is over, and we have charged the one single person that's responsible for not only her death, the evidence show, but also for the sexual assaults they have charged today.
And what are his prior?
Yeah, I'm sorry for keep muting, but Tracy say, KK, I live in Detroit. There was a huge case. I'm glad you are doing this. Okay, it was huge, Tracy, in Detroit, but now you have like rappers and everybody talking about it, and I'm just now really seeing this. Like I could say like 5 days ago, and it like really been catching. Like I've been hearing. I'm finna tell you what broke me. Like all of it was sick. Let's go get up to how many more he need, Keith? Let me know that. But what the text messages was like what? But when I seen the suspect's sister on there crying, because that's a hard pill. Like this is my brother, and I gotta testify. Like when y'all heard that sister talk, like she was like she saw the little girl, and we gonna watch that together. Y'all. I don't want to tell y'all. Fair use act. Entertainment purposes only. And I think you keep calling me Little Mahel. I'm trying. I'm trying. Mahel, my brother. Broke it. Oh, so he had his 1,000 and he had his 1,000 event. If he is, congratulations to my brother. So Yvette say he has and 11. Okay, salute.
Oh, I definitely can't go there. I'll lose my law license.
Chief, some of Naziah's relatives said they previously had talked to CPS about allegations of sexual abuse, both Naziah and other kids. Did that ever make it to your office? Is that something that police have investigated before?
Yeah, let me just say this, that if anyone that is watching this press conference right now or reads any of the coverage that I'm sure that you will give this, has any reason to believe that they were a victim of his or that they know something else, we certainly welcome them to contact the Detroit Police Department.
So you can't say if there were any previous reports on that?
No.
Has Mr. Butts made any admissions at all?
We can't talk about that.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. Sorry for this space. We're trying things out. This is a new building, as you know, and I can't see everybody, but so we'll work it out eventually.
That was a press conference held by Wayne County Prosecutor Kim Worthy on the Neziah Harris case. She's a 13-year-old girl who was last seen back in January getting off a school bus on Detroit's east side. In this update, officials say Neziah was killed, although her body has not been found, and that a suspect is in custody. 41-year-old Jarvis Butts from Highland Park is accused of sexually assaulting the girl, getting her pregnant, and killing her. The 42-year-old is expected to be arraigned tomorrow. Prosecutor Worthy said Neziah was not his only victim and that he targeted women to have sex with their young daughters. Our Jordan Burroughs and Gino Vici are both there for that press conference, and we'll have the latest starting on CBS News Detroit at noon.
3 most important things that poop can tell us about joint pain.
I couldn't walk. I could not sit or stand.
So now, we're here. We are here. We are much so here. So, okay. Thank you, No Loyalty. Thank you. It goes deep. Check out the guy in here, KK, for research. He's, no, I've been watching, Rika. I've been watching. I just don't want to play nobody else content, so I'm trying to get out of the news. But we can do, Gordo had me look at one that is deep. But I wanted to take y'all back to the first beginning. Like, I want to take y'all back to the first beginning. Because, see, like Rika, some of us been watching, but a lot of us haven't. So I'm going to get this off the screen. And I'm going to get this off the screen. And I'm going to look for the arraignment when he goes in arraignment court. Yes. Hold on, y'all. I'm still, cause I want to get when he first went to arraignment court. When he had her on his damn head, ugly bastard.
Case number 240-596-1901, Houston, Michigan versus Jarvis Butts.
Okay, Latricia, they found, hold on, let me push mute because I don't want to talk over.
Michigan versus Jarvis Butts.
I want to talk over him. They found let me get it right. Let me calm down because I get excited when I'm talking about it. They found body parts in a house, a head and a foot. But they haven't confirmed that it was her body. So if they found a head, I'm pretty sure if she was getting dinner work, they're going to have to go like from the inside. Like they don't have to do like dinner work, but they haven't confirmed anything yet. So they found body parts, but they haven't confirmed that there was her body yet. Is this the one with the mask? Yeah, the one with the mask with the hair, that's him. Now that's him like months ago. He had long hair, so I guess they cut it off, but that's him like months ago. So this one this clip ain't nothing but like 6 minutes long. This like his like arraignment or whatever. So let me play this one. But yes, this is a fair use stack. Y'all please continue to hit that like button. But this is just the arraignment court. We got enough. It's a lot. It's a lot. So it's gonna be days. Like we're gonna be on this case for a long time, or I'll be up all day, all night trying to cover it, and it's impossible for me to do that. So we're gonna have to come back tomorrow with some more. We're gonna start at the beginning. Later on today, probably around 6, 7 o'clock, we probably get in some juicy, we're gonna do it like that. We're gonna break it down. And I think every day we just gonna go in like listening to a testimony, another testimony, because if I give y'all our testimonies, I don't want to get bored with it. Like, so we're gonna get one testimony at a time, but we still gonna get into deep. We're gonna get in their family business with their weird ass. Because the reason why it's so popular now is because the cousin Roxy. If y'all ain't been following it, y'all will know. So they got a cousin named Roxy that was sexually assaulted by Sharon, one of the Ames, one of Zanaya Ames. She was sexually assaulted by Amy, but she never did say nothing because like she was saying like she was scared, but she didn't let her kids go around them or nothing like that. But she knew what was going on. Not only that, Jarvis here, he was at a birthday party and was upstairs, I guess, playing a game, and a kid went upstairs like to the basement or whatever to play with a dog, and he did something to her, one of the kids that was at the birthday party. The girl was terrified, hollering, screaming, ended up going home, told one of the cousins. The cousins was like, so is he dead, in jail, where he at? She was like, no, but they said he was lying. They said they was lying because he wouldn't get him no money or something like that. She never called the authorities, never called CPS, never told the girl parent or nothing. She told somebody else. And the other lady ended up calling CPS. CPS said she ended up calling the police. The police said they couldn't do nothing because she didn't have a lot of evidence on it. So she'll have to call CPS. She ended up calling CPS. So not only did the family fail this baby, the system did too. Fair use stack for educational purpose only. Y'all, this story deep. I'm telling you, it's a lot going on. The system failed her too.
And case number 240-596-1701, Houston, Michigan versus Jarvis Butts. Appearances from the people.
Yes. Good afternoon, Your Honor. Tina Ripley on behalf of the people, P83688.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Matthew Makepeace on behalf of the people, P82796.
Good afternoon. Okay, Ms. Quick.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Neighborhood Defender Service by Cheryl Quick, P83973 on behalf of Jarvis Butts. I believe co-counsel is present. Ken Riggins.
Yes, he is.
And good afternoon, Your Honor. Good afternoon to your staff. Neighborhood Defender Services by Ken Riggins, P82125 on behalf of Mr. Jarvis Butts, who stands with me to my right.
Okay, Ms. Quick and Mr. Riggins, do you waive from reading stand mute?
We do, Your Honor.
Okay, court order not
Yes, Your Honor.
Court order not guilty on behalf of the client with respect to all three cases. My recommendation from the people.
Yes, Judge. People are requesting a remand.
Kivia, he is the baby daddy. She had 5 kids by him.
Just a brief summary for each case.
Yes, Judge.
Very, very, relatively brief, yes.
Sure, Judge. Starting with the case ending in 619, that is a criminal sexual conduct in the first degree with added charges of criminal sexual conduct in the second degree. That is for Mr. Butt's biological daughter, and she was around 8 or 9 when the touchings first started happening, and 10 when she was penetrated. Mr. Butts is a habitual offender, fourth offense notice, mandatory 25 years. And he also has a prior conviction for criminal sexual conduct in the third degree with a person 13 through 15.
Background on those two cases, please?
Yes, and as it relates to case ending in 618, that is one count of criminal sexual conduct in the second degree. He does have the second offense notice on that, along with the habitual fourth offense mandatory 25. That case is for the sexual assault of a 4-year-old minor. She was 4 years old at the time, and she was the daughter of one of Mr. Butts' girlfriends at the time, and we believe her to have contracted chlamydia.
So, y'all see why I'm doing this? Because everybody don't know what's going on. Did y'all just hear what they said? He was dating a woman. The baby was 4 years old, gave that baby chlamydia. Why are you 4 years old with an STD? This grown man touching her. I thought it was 13 kids. The little girl that passed away was 13 at the time. He started messing with her at 11, grooming her at 11. This is another case. See, Kivia, you can't miss nothing. You gotta stay in her, girl. You can't miss it. So, just so y'all know, I'm playing certain things so y'all can get caught up. It was another lady. Because he has a lot of girlfriends. Yes. So, the 4-year-old had chlamydia. He went to jail 10 years. He did not register as a sex offender. The last time he registered was 2019. The Amy with her weird, fat, ugly ass stood up there and told these people, if justice system gave him a chance, why can't we? Yes. Fair use tag. Drop it in the comments. Thank you. Just for entertainment purpose only. Let's go.
And as it relates to the case ending in 617, that case involves the missing 13-year-old Neziah Harris. Neziah went missing on January 9th of 2024 after last being seen alive with Jarvis Butts. Mr. Butts is a serial child rapist and murderer. The evidence will show that Jarvis Butts has been sexually assaulting Neziah Harris since at least the fall of 2022, and that Neziah Harris was pregnant with Jarvis Butts' child on January 9th of 2024, and that Mr. Butts was aware of this pregnancy. Jarvis Butts was supposed to turn himself in on January 9th of 2024 to serve a year-long sentence for CCW. The state ultimately got moved to February 7th of 2024, allowing him the opportunity and time to take care of his Neziah Harris problem. And that's exactly what Mr. Butts did. While Neziah Harris's body has still not been found, the evidence recovered points to only one devastating outcome. Although Jarvis Butts is currently serving a sentence for CCW, that's no excuse for his bond in this case to be anything but a remand. Jarvis Butts has been a convicted child rapist since 2025, as I mentioned, or 2005, I'm sorry. And as I mentioned prior, he is a habitual fourth offender notice with a mandatory 25 years. And if convicted of any of these charges in these cases, that is a mandatory 25. He is an absolute danger to the community.
Look, 2025, he need life or the death
Getting out
penalty.
of prison, Jarvis Butts has continued to sexually assault children, resulting in now 3 active criminal sexual conduct cases against minors, with no doubt many more out there. The people acknowledge that these charges are allegations at this point, but we're confident in these charges moving forward that the evidence will show that Jarvis Butts not only sexually assaulted and impregnated Neziah Harris, but that he ultimately killed her in order to cover up the ongoing assaults and pregnancy.
Thank you, Ms. Whitney. From Ms. Quick or Mr. Ravens, any response to the question you made?
Well, I will say, all conjecture aside, the one thing she said that is true is Mr. Butts is currently under sentence. As such, He is not eligible to be released, so we are not going to object to the bond at this time.
Okay. Ms. Quick, is there anything you want to add?
Mr. Riggins.
Okay. All right, court never heard an argument as to bond. Remand is provided under MCR 6.106, provided the people show a great presumption of guilt. I think it's more than met that burden. I will remand Mr. Butts in all 3 cases in custody of Wayne County Jail while the case is pending. Mr. Butts' next court date will be probable cause October 4th, liver examination October 10th, 1:5 p.m. At least tentatively scheduled now for the Judge King. Anything else for the record from either any attorneys?
No, for the people, Judge. Thank you.
Nothing from the bench.
No, Your Honor.
Quick. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Butts, step aside.
Good morning, sister. Okay, let me take that off the screen. I gotta find the other one. Now we finna go in here. And we finna find where Mr. Jarvis Butler was in an interrogation room. Not Butler, but Butts. Hold on, y'all. I'm still here. Give me 1 second. Because this dirty damn dog. Hold on. Because I don't know if they came. I can't find it. But listen to this, y'all. Oh, my God. Where you said copyright disclaimer. Yeah.
Girl from Detroit. This picture was taken a short time before she would go missing, never to be seen or heard from again. It was taken by Naziah herself, a selfie. This is the last known picture that we know about of her. She is smiling and waving and saying hello, but little did she know that she was really saying goodbye. Naziah Harris has been missing since January 9th, when she was last seen getting off a school bus in the area of Cornwall and 3 Mile Drive. This case has been solved, well, kind of, meaning we know who did it, we know why this person did it, but why didn't anyone protect Naziah? And why is she still missing?
Look at
Was
the fat
family in
again.
on this?
This the Annie right here.
Hello,
In the pink.
strangers. Welcome back to the Strange Bar and Grill. Today we have another missing persons case. This is the story of Naziah Harris. Naziah was born to her mother and father, Mervyn Jennings, in the city of Detroit. She and her brother lived with her grandmother, Annette Harris, early on. But that living arrangement would come to an end, and Naziah would move in with her Aunt Shannon and her boyfriend. Not much is known about her parents, but it was reported that her mother was struggling with addiction and her father wasn't able to care for her due to various medical reasons. Unfortunately, her father would pass away this year.
Okay, y'all, that's her dad. That's her biological dad. He has congested heart failure, so he ended up passing. But at the time, he had congested heart failure. When she didn't know where he didn't know where she was at. The mama was on drugs. When they came to him, they was asking her, like, have you talked to her? He didn't even know what school she was going to. And to top that all off, the grandmother had her first child when she was 11. When she was 11. But continue. For you, Stack. Entertainment purposes only. Please hit the like button. Like button.
Due to
Share the
congestive
live.
heart failure, never finding out what happened to his daughter. Despite her unstable upbringing, Naziah still found joy with her relationships with her cousins. She was motivated to do well in life. She would attend J.E. Clark Preparatory Academy on Detroit's east side. Despite her struggles, everything appeared to be going well for Naziah. She would study hard and do well in school. She was rarely late, and she rarely missed a day of school. However, life at home was different. You see, her aunt's husband wasn't a typical man. He carried a long rap sheet of abuse from his past. He had multiple children with underage girls in the area. That man was Jarvis Butts, a known predator in the Detroit area. Despite the clear warning signs and the fact that Jarvis was recently released from prison for assaulting a child, nobody was able to convince Naziah's Aunt Shannon about the danger she was putting her family in. She was just too damn lonely. And just 4 months into the school year, something awful would happen that would send shockwaves through Detroit when Naziah would disappear just moments after getting off the bus, never to be seen or heard from again. Not from her family, not from her schoolmates, not from her friends.
713, you see the
not
ain't
from
don't he
social
got a
media,
type?
where she was extremely active with her friends. Not from teachers, not from no one. On January 9th, Naziah had a typical day. She would wake up, get ready for school, and rush out the door to get to the bus stop. She would be picked up by the bus and ride that bus to school like any normal day. Throughout the school day, she would send text messages out from a tablet provided by DPS. When the school day ended, Naziah would leave the school and board the bus. Surveillance footage showed Naziah on the bus at around 2:50 p.m.
Okay, y'all. So key points. Look at that jacket because the aunt, not the aunt, I'm sorry, I apologize. The suspect, which is Jarvis Butts, his sister, that jacket right there, it's gonna be how his sister know, like, wow, my brother had that baby. That's number one. Then another thing, that tablet, why was she messaging off that damn tablet when you know the school district, she probably don't know, but they followed it. They followed it. Salute to everybody coming in. Salute, salute, salute. So that's the key point. Remember the jacket, remember the tablet. Remember the jacket and the tablet. Hit the like button, share the live.
The bus would eventually pull up to her normal stop at Cornwall Street and 3 Mile Drive. Naziah would exit the bus, but she wouldn't head home. Instead, something bad would happen to Naziah. Her Aunt Shannon noticed she didn't return from school. She didn't immediately report her missing, though, because she frequently would come home late. But the following day, when Naziah still didn't return home, she grew even more concerned. Her Aunt Shannon, in a panic, would attempt to call Naziah multiple times on her cell phone. She sent text messages, and those went unanswered. She knew something wasn't right, and she knew Naziah was gone. Shannon would contact Naziah's grandmother, Annette, to tell her what happened. Understanding the gravity of the situation, Annette would call the Detroit Public School Police and tell them that her granddaughter never came home from school and is missing. After her grandmother contacted the Detroit Public School Police, they didn't immediately spring into action. They waited a month before turning the case over to the Detroit PD. Detroit police then contacted federal law enforcement, including the U.S. Marshals, for assistance with the case. The different agencies worked together in an attempt to locate Naziah. The community also came together to spread awareness. They put up posters, shared social media posts. Everybody was truly wanting for Naziah to be brought home. Police would search ponds, abandoned buildings, and wooded areas in hopes to find some sort of clue about Naziah's whereabouts. However, their efforts would unfortunately lead to a dead end at that time. But Detroit police wouldn't give up. The department's Major Crimes Division continued their search and would discover a piece of Naziah's clothing near the Rouge River around 7 Mile and Berg. The piece of clothing was damaged.
Remember that jacket I was telling y'all about at the beginning?
Police would continue to urge the public
That's
to
the
come
hoodie,
forward
the black
with any
hoodie,
clues
and it
that
was
they may
new.
have. But Naziah's family already had a suspect in mind, someone they warned about for years, someone who just kept slipping through the cracks.
Shopify has everything you need to grow your retail business, like fast and secure checkout, reliable card readers, and
In March,
Sorry, y'all, I had to pause because I got to get to these comments. Where I pop, okay. Was the granny getting checked for her? The granny adopted her, so I'm thinking she was getting a check for her. I'll give you. I'm gonna come back to some stuff that I feel was wrong too. That I got in. Pop say, KK, have you watched her cousin interview? You talking about Miss Roxy that was crying the whole interview? Yes, I have. Kivia say, Pop, right? Pop, yes, ma'am. Yeah, I checked it out. So, Kivia, this is what I don't understand, y'all. And right now, it's just the beginning. We at the beginning because I told y'all we finna start from the beginning. So, y'all gotta understand where I was confused at. Like, this a girl in the text messages. Remember what I'm telling y'all. The little girl texted him like, I need some, are you gonna bring me the money for pads and personal stuff? Like, unless you want to go into the store and get it. I need some pads. I can't ask Nana because I got a little pussy. Nana they got big pussies. Like, this is how she's texting him. Do you understand what I'm saying? Then she started telling him, are you gonna bring the pill? Are you gonna bring the pill? Because I can't go to gym, I be hurting, and I can't do that with this baby. So she was trying to kill the baby too. Not only that, she has been pregnant before. This is not the first time he done bought a pill. Yes, and he tried to give her antifreeze. But let's continue. Fair Use Act. Yes, under Section 107. This is for entertainment purposes only. Y'all, please like, share the live, please. A month taken to report at missing. Okay, Rika, that's why I'm lost at, because they reported it to the school and they also reported it. This is just something a reactor is saying, right? But we're gonna get to that too, because the auntie talked about how it was reported. You know, because if you do a missing person report, they'll give you so many hours, and if they don't come back, this and that and that. Like, if they don't come, you'll have to you'll make the report, but if you ain't heard from them, then you gotta call. Then they start putting out posters and stuff. The auntie talked about that, but she was real but I think the auntie helped. What I think and what I believe, I think Jarvis totally wrong, totally the devil, totally But I think the auntie had something to do with the killing because she was jealous of her niece for screwing him. That's what I believe. I think she know everything. And it went wrong. But that's just my opinion. Allegedly. Allegedly, y'all. All of this is alleged. But I'm on mute.
Of 2024, Jarvis Butts, Aunt Shannon's boyfriend, was arrested by the Detroit police after a young girl came forward with accusations of an offense dating back to 2014. She would go on to accuse Jarvis of multiple accounts of assault over the course of an entire year. But she wasn't his only victim. You see, Jarvis had a history of dating lonely women with young daughters because that's what he really wanted. He didn't want the mother. He would just date them to get close to their daughters.
Fat, ugly black bitch.
Police would question Jarvis extensively about his latest crime. During their interrogations, they would discover that he was Naziah's aunt's boyfriend and that they stayed in the same home together. They immediately knew they found the missing piece to the Naziah case. Jarvis's rap sheet was well known among the community. He was known as the neighborhood predator. Naziah's family knew this and tried to warn Shannon on several occasions, but she just didn't want to hear it. Her and Jarvis had children together, and she just didn't believe it, or she just didn't want to believe that he would do anything to harm the children in her family. Matter of fact, Jarvis disclosed to Shannon that he did 10 years for assaulting a 13-year-old girl back in 2014 and is a registered sex offender. And he gave her the choice to either continue the relationship or not. And she chose him over the safety of the girls in her family. But let's talk about this aunt some more. What type of person is she? I commend anyone who's willing to take in another child and provide for them. But I question your motives when you allow a known predator around your child and seemingly put yourself first. While researching this case, I stumbled upon a TikTok video of Naziah. In the background, just to the right of Naziah, you can see chains in the refrigerator.
Did it change?
Not the white freezer on the left, but the black refrigerator just to the right of Naziah. At first, I was going to just let it go because it's hard to see, and I didn't want to make any accusations. But I went to the aunt's Facebook page, and I had seen this post. In this post, she claims refrigerators can have chains in them legally, as long as children have access to them at all times. So I'm not sure how a child has access to the fridge at all times if there's a lock and chain on it. I guess all the kids would have to have keys at this point, and if that's the case, what's the point of the chains? I just thought that was some real strange behavior, but I'll leave it at that. Actually, I won't, because the more I dig, the more disgusted I become. Because not only did Shannon know what was going on in her home, her sister knew as well. And they would both seemingly laugh when people would tell her she was living with an offender and that her children were in danger. At this point, throw the whole damn family away. They're sick. Let me know what you guys think about that one in the comment section.
So, you know that this is a sex offender. Well-known sex offender. But your fat, black, ugly ass can't get a man. So you'll pick anything. And it's okay to let them around your nieces, your daughters, and everybody else. They all got a problem. But we ain't gonna worry about that because Shannon touched Roxy. So they all fucked up. They all fucked up. This gonna end up being a movie. It's already a fucking movie, Keith. It's already one. It's already one. I'm telling y'all, I bet my bottom fucking dollar that bitch helped him kill that baby. She helped him hide it. Hide her. Fair you said. This is for entertainment purpose only. Y'all should allow. Please support the channel. If y'all got a membership today, thank to all the memberships. Thanks for the cash apps. Y'all can super chat.
Around this time, Naziah's family members grew frustrated with police because they were pointing the finger at Jarvis from the start. but the police were slow to move their feet. They knew 13-year-old Naziah at the time had been living with the neighborhood predator, and in the past, they tried calling CPS and police on multiple occasions when they heard stories about his inappropriate behavior 2 years ago at a sleepover. The children that were assaulted were questioned for hours upon hours by the adults in the situation until the children just finally got frustrated and decided to say that they made the whole thing up, even when they didn't.
We suspected him from the beginning, considering his background and things like that that we've heard about him.
Detroit podcaster Mark DeAndre.
Even in March, when I was doing the podcast, I felt like I had this thing pretty much solved as far as, what came out today. I said this months ago as far as what the end result was.
During the police's investigation, they discovered that Naziah and Jarvis were texting throughout the day while she was at school.
Okay,
They
let
decided
me go
to
on
meet
mute,
up
y'all.
after
I'm
school
sorry,
that
y'all. But when I get to talking, cause see, everybody wasn't in here. Okay, beautiful. Yes. I told them that already. I told them that the grandmother had her first child at 11. And it was by a family member. And her dad and her mom, because I think CPS ended up taking the child, and her dad and her mom end up helping her get the child back. So the whole family fucking sick. At this point, the whole family, throw the whole fucking family away. Do you understand me? Low self-esteem. Do you hear me, little mama? Low self-esteem. Because Sarah said that Naziah had told either the aunt or the grandma that he had touched her, and they told her she was lying. Yes. No. Okay, Pop. I don't think it was Naziah. Because when I was looking at it, Pop, I could be wrong because there's a lot of stuff going on, and I missed that one, right? It was a friend of the family little girl at a party. It wasn't Naziah. Because if you hear these text messages, Naziah was down with this. You know what I'm saying? She wanted to have, Naziah was telling him, I want to tell you something. He like, what's up? She's like, I want to have a threesome. And he like, well, who? You know what I'm saying? And she was like, I don't know. You ain't got nobody? This is what Naziah was texting him. He been around since he been around her since she was 2 years old. OMG. That explains it. Okay. Naziah mom had her. No, not Naziah mom, Sparkle. Not Naziah mom. Naziah grandmother had her first child at 11. Her grandmother. So what happened to Naziah mom? Naziah mom's is on drugs real bad. Her it's a generational curse. Yes, KK, it's right. Yep. It was another cousin that was over for a birthday party. Okay. I that's what I'm saying. So you could be right. I ain't saying you're lying. I just didn't come across that part. That Naziah told her he was touching her or whatever. Oh yeah, I might have to start a page because this driving me crazy. Yes, welcome. That baby never had a chance, never. Kivia, I didn't get that far. I didn't get that far. She said that too. That's what I'm saying. I probably didn't get that far. They was treating her baby like a grown ass woman. The whole family, baby. I was reading text messages where they was talking to the people, and they was like, "She better be a virgin," and now she just wanted some dick. Like they were saying, she ran the way. Oh my God! You know what? Let me go ahead and let's pray. Yeah, pray you stay.
Using GPS data and witness statements and surveillance footage, this is what police believe happened that day. Naziah got up for the morning. She got dressed, she got ready for school, and then she walked to the bus stop and took the bus to school. She had on clear framed glasses, a white sweater, and a black jacket over it, a colorful Rugrats puffy jacket with a fur-lined hood, with light blue jeans and Nike shoes. There's video of Naziah getting on the school bus to confirm this. Naziah used a DPS-issued tablet that she used to communicate and communicated with an app. She then took one last picture of herself on that tablet. Using that same tablet, she sent a message to a mobile device associated with Jarvis Butts, indicating that they would be meeting up after she got out of school that day. There's also video of her getting out of school at the end of the day
Hold on. I'm not saying Sparkle on, y'all, because I probably just ain't, got that far. It's a lot of stuff going on. What? Okay. What beautiful say Nazia's mom left home, but she is speaking out through other people, claiming she is now looking for her daughter. Okay, hold on. Let me go up soon, y'all. Give me a minute, because I got to go up. Where Sparkle go? Because I seen Sparkle comment too. Okay, there we go. Sparkle say Nazia's mom was aped by auntie husband and Annette husband and got pregnant with the brother. So, okay, Sparkle, is that the brother that's spazzing out on the internet? Is that you talking about the brother that's spazzing out on Instagram? Is that him? Because I don't know. I'm not sure how many brothers and sisters she got. That's why the mom on drugs and ran away at 11. She was being abused by Annette's husband. And, oh, yeah. And I think Shannon touched the other cousin. So the whole family just sick. Okay. That explains it all. Okay. Thank you, Sparkle. That explains it all. And if you want to hit the link, Sparkle, and tell your little story about it, like what you know, it's cool. I don't know if you hit links or not, but if you want to hit the link, you can, baby. Let me press play. There you said copyright disclaimer. Afraid you said this for educational purpose only. Thank you.
Same clothes. She meets up with Jarvis and a co-worker and goes back to their auto repair shop in Detroit. Nazia is seen by Jarvis's sister at the shop. Jarvis, the co-worker, and Nazia were together in the co-worker's car when they went to Ypsilanti and then returned to the shop on Connor. Well, what happened when Jarvis and the co-worker and Nazia went to Ypsilanti? Is the co-worker also assaulting Nazia? Jarvis's phone places him at all of these locations. At 9:30 p.m. to 12:20 p.m., Jarvis Butts checked into a motel. There's a receipt confirming this as well as his phone placing him at that location. Nazia is never seen again after January 9th, 2024.
Hold on, before you pay for yet another app to manage your team, let me introduce you to Connect Team, the one platform that replaces all of these. I'm talking.
Now, thanks to a tip, police would find articles of Zania's clothing near the Rouge River around 7 Mile and Berg. GPS data showed that Jarvis visited that same area on January 10th, the day after Nazia went missing. Jarvis started sending Nazia sexually explicit texts in September of 2022. In September of 2023, she sent Jarvis a text saying she had not had her period. And by November of 2023, Jarvis was aware that Nazia was pregnant. Phone records also show that Jarvis had been searching for abortion and abortion pills and drinking red antifreeze online before Nazia's death. It's believed that Jarvis killed Nazia because she was pregnant and wasn't able to get an abortion. But what do you all think? Do you think that Nazia met her fate in that motel room? I think Jarvis killed Nazia in that motel room, and then the next day he disposed of her body at that river. On Thursday, September 26th.
Sparkle, I'm with you. I disagree. I think he just put her clothes over there. I honestly think they burnt that little girl body. They burnt her somewhere. That's what I believe. And I don't know why. I feel like that. Like it's just something that just came over me. I feel like they burnt her somewhere with nothing on. Like they just used that as like a cover up. You know what I'm saying? I think they burnt her body up somewhere. Watch what I tell you, bro. Watch. Just watch. For you say, y'all, please like, share, subscribe, hit the cash app, support my channel, super chat, super sticker. And this is for entertainment purposes only. You got to remember, he always in her hair, in the house, taking her panties and stuff, and her clothes. But the grandmother did say that her jacket that she had, like the black jacket that they found with that was sewed up and stuff, it was fairly new. So she left out with that on. So I'm thinking he did do that. I bet you he burnt that body up. I bet he burnt. It's just something that's in my spirit, something that I feel is telling me that they burnt her up. I'm telling you, they burnt her up. And it probably be at this shop. Like, they probably need to check that shop. It is something. Pop, you think I'm right? I believe they burnt her. That's the only way you can dispose of something and do it like, but you got to be sick to burn somebody. Like, I believe they drove somewhere, burnt that baby up, and planted the clothes there, and got these people looking at her, and they way off. They way off. He was too slick. Like, he too slick. Like, he been doing it for too long. He been doing it for too long.
2024, almost 9 months later, Jarvis Butts was arrested in connection with the death and disappearance of Naziah Harris. He was charged with first-degree premeditated murder, 1 count of criminal sexual conduct in the second degree, and 1 count of CP material. He is also being charged for 2 separate cases of SA of 2 more young girls. Given all this evidence, Jarvis still hasn't confessed to the crime. The evidence shows that Naziah is in fact deceased, but her body is still missing because Jarvis refuses to disclose what he did with Naziah's body. But he is going to prison, and inmates hate child predators. Maybe he can sit on Big Bubba's lap, and they can talk about the first thing that pops up.
I'm just talking away, and I'm on mute. Okay, I think I'm going to end it right here, y'all. We've been here 2 hours. So we got the background story. We got what's going on. Later on today, I'm going to go live. I'm going to set it up and stuff. We're going to get into, like, details. We're going to Instagrams, Josiah Instagrams. We're going to brother Instagram, the aunties Instagrams, and all of that. Then after that, we're going to start going into the messages. I will show another video, but I don't want the live to be super long. I want to cut it right at the 2-hour mark so we can share it out and people can listen to it. I don't want it to be too long. Look at 713. Why you got to come up with 713?
Yeah. Oh, you about to play another video?
I was going to end it because we've been here 2 hours, and I don't want it to be long. I want the country. You see what I'm saying? 713?
Yeah. I know. You want to break it down a little more.
I want to break it down. So I'm going to go live again later on today, and we're going to go listen to we're going to go to her Instagram, the auntie Instagram, the brother Instagram, and all the cousins and stuff. We're going to do the Instagram part. Then tomorrow, we're going to get into the testimonies.
Yeah, this I was like, so I was scrolling on Instagram. I kept seeing her face, but I didn't like pay attention to the story. Then I seen that it was a local rapper that was paying for the funeral, but then he still was like, man, he still was like,
Skull
man,
baby. What is it? Skull. Skull. It's something. I gotta get it.
Skrilla baby.
Skrilla baby, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah. He
yeah.
said
So
that he was like he feel like the family failed
yeah, the
him.
family
He
still
usually give
failed
out
us. So
money.
yeah, so
He'll
then I
usually
said,
give out money. But he said
yeah,
he
so,
don't want to do that. So he'll put up for them to
mhm.
celebrate her and try to help find her, but he not giving that family nothing.
nothing, because it's a lot going on with that family. And like I say, man, that shit really hurt my heart hearing them.
Like we on this motherfucker
Dog.
arguing and stuff, 713.
Yeah,
Everybody needs to be on her top of shit.
man.
Like
The
that's
thing
what I
about
was
it,
saying. And I ain't gonna lie,
go ahead.
I've been wanting to do it, but I was like, Kiwi, I already own it. But I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
can't get over it. I gotta get on it. So I was like, fuck, everybody was telling me going to do it. So that's why I did it. But I've been really
Man.
on it, like
Like
go
I
ahead,
say,
Susan.
this one thing. Like I say, half these people on this app got kids, and be sending this app all night long, all day long. Y'all need to be looking and see what y'all kids doing, because this could be your daughter, this could be your son. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This shit,
Check them
that shit's
phones.
scary, dog.
Check them phones. You don't know, man. Say, I know one time I went to my daughter's phone and they was going off. You know what I'm saying? They was going off, not like this, but like just saying shit they don't supposed to be saying. You know what I'm saying?
The way I mean, he groomed the girl, but
He groomed her. But 713. The way that little girl was talking to him, like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna even lie. Majority of the time, she jumps it off. Still,
Yeah. But see, she wanted him. She was in love. That's her problem. He groomed her where she was in love, and she felt like if he don't talk to her, she can't be with nobody. So I mean, I mean, you can blame the child, but she's still young. But that nigga is sick, man. I want to go to prison and kill that nigga, man.
Do you hear me?
Fuck
Like
that. I want to kill that nigga
they're
for
talking
real.
about he need to get up to 25 years. What? He
Man,
needs
that
to
nigga-
be on the death penalty.
Yeah, he needs the death penalty for real. That's sick the way he did that. And then he got history of this shit.
No, 713. I'm finna tell you what did it. When I found out that he was messing with a lady and the lady had a 4-year-old, he gave her chlamydia.
Yeah.
What in the hell are you doing with a 4-year-old, bro?
And like you say, see, somebody else that been watching too hit me up, because me and her were texting about the shit, and she was like, "Oh, let me see the picture of how the girl look, the Annie look," and then I seen the Annie. Man, I see why that motherfucker so ugly. That motherfucker so ugly.
No, did you see? Like, if my girlfriends testify, I looked at her and said, "This bitch ass nigga got a type. He prey on fat, ugly black women, like black, ugly, fat women that he can get, and he has sex with them and have a baby with them, but he really don't want them. He want the young girls."
Yeah, he want the young girls, man. That shit's
But
sick.
what I really want to find out, like, cause he got daughters, nieces, and they be at the shop. The sister testified that. Was he touching his own kids too?
I don't know.
That will make you think like I'm like, you got to sit up. If you touching them, you touching your own kids.
Yeah. And the thing about it, okay, so the one picture you show where, see, she do look, okay, so the pictures that most of the pictures that they show, she looked young, but then the picture where she had a jacket on, she looked a little older, and she looked like she was pregnant because she was covering her stomach up, but she looked a little older. But that nigga is sick, man.
Yeah, but this not the first time. If you read them text messages that was going on, this not the first time he done bought a Plan B pill. What happened this time was it was too late. And I don't lie, I think the little girl wanted to be pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
Probably so.
Like when you're reading the text messages, you know what I'm saying? She was like, my stomach hurt, and he was like, you not pregnant. You said you had your period. She was like, I'm not even talking about that. Like, it was like she wanted to be pregnant or whatever. Then she was telling him because the Annie was like, give her some pussy. So like basically like give her some dick. So she can shut up and he can come fuck with her. Like, it was like, I'm like, this girl, like, what the hell?
Damn. And then the part where damn, that nigga just, I don't know, man. That nigga is pathetic, though. Like, that shit really hurt my heart. I've been thinking about that little girl ever since I learned about this story. Like, man, this shit's sad, man. But then, like I say, like you said, you just found out that, okay, so I didn't know the daddy died, and then the the mama was strung
Yeah,
out.
the daddy just recently died because he had congestive heart failure, but he wasn't in her life. You know
He
what I'm
wasn't in her
saying?
life,
He
yeah.
wasn't in her life because the granny ended up having. I don't know how the hell I missed that part that she ended up staying with the Amy or whatever. But then I think all of them end up staying like together. All the two sisters were staying together. It's weird.
See, that's the
But
also that's the daddy fault. You out here niggas out here having kids and not taking care of them. So
yeah, because
he
the
go,
daddy was like, he didn't know what school she went to. He
Yeah,
didn't know
so-
what school she went to. He said he been looking for her for 5 years. He didn't even know where she was at. Like,
oh,
what the
okay.
hell?
Well, so that's okay. So we're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt if that's true. But
Well, he
I
did a
doubt.
whole interview when it first happened. We can run that too.
Oh
We
yeah,
can
yeah.
run it. Yeah, he did a whole interview.
That shit
And
crazy, man.
everything.
Man. But like I say, because like I say, I didn't when they start reading them text messages out in court. I said, man, it's a 13-year-old girl speaking like this, and this nigga is 40-some years old talking to this little girl like this, man. This is crazy.
He 42 now.
Yeah,
So
42 now.
when he
Yeah.
started doing it, he 42 now. So he started doing it. She was 11. So he was a good, 38, 39?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, but he been doing it though. And then they say he ended up telling the auntie that he was a sex offender, but she didn't give a fuck.
That's a lot of like I was saying earlier. That's a lot of women these days now, because okay, I ain't gonna lie. There's just a lot of women that have kids out of wedlock or whatever, and then don't be with the baby daddy in jail or just not around, and they gotta find another nigga just to be a in-house babysitter. So they'll take any nigga to come in, be up with the kids while they go to work. So it's kind of hard, but then. Like, you don't know what type of niggas you got hanging around you. But then, like I say, with her, she's so damn ugly. She's seen y'all women say he a good looking nigga or whatever. So she probably happy. Oh, I got this good looking man, and don't care what he got going on.
With me. I can be on social media. The little girl texting him going to the bathroom, and he like, wow, I want some dick. Like, so where are these people at in the house? Where your nana? So your nana. So that's what I'm saying. The nana had to stay there because the nana was like there. They went. So one time he texted her, they went, she said they went to the store. Then he was like, I just talked to your aunt. They at the barbershop. I'm on my way. She telling him park down the street. Like, what?
When the nigga say, I just came out your room. Talking about, I got your panties.
I got your panties. What?
And that is, man. I'm glad, man. That nigga cannot be. He couldn't. That could not
Okay,
be my.
that's what I'm saying.
That could not be my niece
They
or
was
nephew.
saying, Sparkle saying that's the grandma house, right? That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So she didn't end up staying with the auntie. So all of them have to stay in the same house, is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Okay, I gotta get it right. I'm like, what the hell? Because they were saying she moved with an auntie, and then she moved. Like, no, I think they all in the same house. Because I looked up a video with the auntie. And the damn grandma all in was praying and doing all this, but got changed. The grandma cussing them out in the morning time and everything.
And then like you say, she might have let him do that to that girl because she might have been jealous. It do be a lot of sometimes it do be like a lot of mothers get jealous of their daughter. And
That's what I said.
You know what I mean? Or but see that's not even but that's not even her daughter.
I believe she helped him. I believe
so.
She helped him get rid of the body. Like I believe she the one who killed. Like help him get rid of it. He didn't kill her. She helped.
Yeah,
she helped.
Well,
she helped hide the text messages 713.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Damn.
So she should be getting charged too. That's what I don't understand.
Well, they gotta prove that. I guess they gotta prove that, and he's not gonna claim it because he ain't nobody. But the messages show that he was with her last.
No, I think once he go to trial, I think he gonna snitch on everybody. I think he gonna snitch.
He might as well shit. Man.
He gonna snitch. But I'm finna end it right now. We at exactly 2 hours.
All right.
End it. I want to come back. Okay.
I'll be back for watching it with you. All right.
All right. Salute 713.
All right.
Salute everybody. Salute, absolutely, absolutely. Y'all, this is good. I really don't want to end it. I really want to keep going, but I'm not going to be here all day. I want y'all to rewatch it. I want everybody to get caught up so we can understand everything. Look, Sparkle up here cussing me out tonight. What are you talking about? I just knew it because I seen somebody say she moved. And I was like, huh? No, they all stayed in one house, baby. That's what I was thinking in my mind, like when I'm looking at this. Thank all of y'all for watching. Thank all y'all for being in my life. I really do appreciate it. Salute to the Cash Apps. Salute. I didn't get no super stickers, but I did get a lot of memberships thanks to Jay Stevenson. And who else was that? Who gave me some super how can I see it on her? No. I don't know how I go back on her. I gotta ask B-Way how I go back on her. But salute to the super stickers, the super chats, everything, all the Cash Apps. We are going to be back. I don't know exactly what time yet. No telling what time I'm gonna wake up. I'm tired now. What time yet? But please like, share, subscribe to the channel. We going in a whole new direction. I do apologize for the earlier live, but 88 had me messed up. And we're finna work on getting me another intro, some more banners. Also, me and Cupcake, we got our show on Sunday. It won't be this Sunday. Probably, I think we're gonna start in February. I think that's what Cupcake said. So, and also subscribe to my backup channel. Yvette been dropping it in the comments. That's gonna be my family channel. I'm going to do family content on that channel. Everything's going over there. Over there. This is going to be story time. Story time. I salute everybody for coming in. I thank y'all. Please rewatch the content, y'all. Share the live. Like the live. And thank you to everybody that came in. I don't even know what song to play. It's so ghetto. We gotta get, we was in the bando, baby. We got to change that. We gonna keep the bando, but we gotta change that. Mama, you can go to sleep now. Gotta change that. I gotta get somebody to get on that fast. Salute everybody. Y'all have a great morning. I'm pretty sure somebody's finna be live in no time.
Like Migo, La Familia, not the boss man. Hey, Skrilla, boss man, where up? I swear, on crib, on the bitch on crib. I got me swear, every day. I'm out 3 addicts right now, in the band of swerving. Told baby and she by Monday, baby on curve. Feels asleep out the drink, got me swerve. My young been tweaking, put him in master purge. Late night lurking, running around that chopper. Make him just pretty soon, we lip at the curtain. Hey, I really came from the streets. Sleeping on the curb with 2 sheets. Been sitting back chill, ain't no one but the beast. Claiming the hood, never there where you be. Like Migo ain't with the in that beat. Just pull over bones and sweep the whole street. Stood over, but he went straight on the knee. They know I play for keys. They know we gon' go get us a bag. I love stand there, run up a sack. I'm super P, tell her mama to pull out her ass. Wake up every morning, get straight to the cash. Hummer too long, hit a collision with a beat, you know I'ma crash. Full and Nodge and wheels, reach if it bitch, I'ma take it to class. You was in class, I'm on the block in the morning, I ain't make it to school. Only thing on my mental, I got something to prove. Me and bro eating service sandwich, there wasn't no food. Turn 17, had my face on the news. She make them boogie, no really that dude. 2 shots, stay there, that's when you lose.